Officials from a number of Formula One teams have made no secret of their frustration after reports emerged in Malaysia that FIA technical chief Marcin Bitkowski could be set to join Renault. Bitkowski has been the main point of contact for teams with technical queries in F1 as the FIA's technical chief, but handed in his resignation earlier this week. The FIA immediately placed Bitkowski on gardening leave for 3 months, but reports from multiple outlets on Friday claimed he is poised to join Renault's works team. Given Bitkowski has been privy to intimate technical details regarding car design details for all teams, concerns have been raised by many about the knowledge he would take to Renault and its possible usage. "We take major issue with that if he does end up with another team," Red Bull F1 chief Christian Horner said. "Obviously in these individuals you place an enormous amount of trust. In the role that Marcin has been responsible for, he has been in an extremely privileged position, and extremely recently he has been in people's wind tunnels and looking at intimate details of knowledge of next year's cars. I think 3 months notice period for him to then turn up in a competitor team in Formula One is entirely inappropriate. I certainly hope that isn't the case, and I'm sure it will get discussed quite seriously at the next strategy group meeting." Force India commercial chief Otmar Safnauer took issue to the short gardening leave period, believing it to go against the usual year-long stint on the sidelines for most in F1. "I think 3 months is nowhere near long enough. I think a year is right," Safnauer said. "I mean, it has to be long enough such that the technology that he is aware of becomes, if not obsolete, and not leading edge. There are some sporting regulations as well that prohibit us from selling current-year cars for exactly the same reason. The cars have to be at least 1 year before we can dispose of them, and it's for that reason, and I think notice periods should follow along the same lines." Mercedes boss Toto Wolff added, "But we need to look at the timings, we need to be transparent with the FIA and give them access. In order to have the full trust of the teams, it's important to have a certain stability and understanding how quick somebody can leave the FIA and join another competitive team." Renault is yet to make any comment regarding Bitkowski or his arrival at the team. Follow at LUKESMITH. F1 Romain Grosjean walked away unharmed from a sizable crash during Formula One practice for the Malaysian Grand Prix on Friday, after hitting a loose drain cover at high speed. Coming through the complex of corners through the final sector before the back straight, Grosjean clipped a drain cover on the apex that sent his car into a spin, tearing through the right rear tire on his car. Grosjean got out of his car unaided, but was taken to the medical center as a precaution before being cleared. "Unfortunately, we didn't get much long running due to the drain coming out in the crash that ended our day. I think there are some positives," Grosjean said. "We've made some changes on the car that worked pretty well. I'm feeling sorry for the boys, as they've got to work hard to repair the car, but I know they will do it, and in a good way. We'll try to find some key element on the setup to make us go fast tomorrow. I think the boys can do it. I'm looking forward to enjoying some more laps around Sepang." Team boss Gunther Steiner was less passive about the incident, though, calling out the circuit for not ensuring the drain cover had been welded down accordingly. "FP2 was exciting with the drain cover coming up, destroying Romain's tire, and putting him in the barrier. It has put us in a bad spot at the moment," Steiner said. "We have to see how we can get the car fixed. We're just trying to get Romain's car together again. What happened to him should not happen. Drain covers coming up at F1 circuits is just not acceptable in the year 2017. Let's see what the authorities have to say to that, and to explain that it doesn't happen again." Follow at LUKESMITH F1.